Hi everyone, I am Adrian and I will be presenting to you my TED Talk which is titled Generation Alpha, Reducing Carbon Footprints and Becoming Heralds of Change in the Digital Age. So without further ado, let's start. Have you ever talked to someone and wondered what is going on inside their head? Better question, have you asked yourself if the world we live in right now is truly a better place? Scientists have long warned us about the impending doom humanity could face by the turn of the new decade. I blissfully remembered when those scares made headlines last year, yet politicians and citizens alike condemned their overreacting remarks and were subjected to intense scrutiny. Rallies and protests arose, which fueled the desire to protect these scientists from getting crucified. I guess they have a point, as a statement, the world is ending soon, would admittedly spark scares and panics to the public. However, it is totally uncalled for, and they could have released better statements that tackle the long-standing and double-sworded issue of climate change and global warming. In recent years, natural resources have been on a steady decline due to mankind's abuse, overuse, and consumption of them. They have lost the battle to us, and there is perhaps no more hope that the world would see a better place. Now, combined with this is the challenge of how the younger generations can become heralds of change in this day and age. I don't know about you, but the effects of climate change are bestowed upon us. Older people keep on blaming us for the things we don't even do, at the same time limiting us by their stern narratives and warnings. Honestly, it sucks. Because why is it that the close minded are always right and not us? Generation Alpha is born during the rise and advancements of technology, and so they are introduced to digital screens at such an early age. The screens serve as a stimulant to keep their attention glazed, and they will throw a tantrum if they are taken away. This is linked to short attention span as well as other underlying health disorders, especially the unhealthy effects of blue light and digital eye strain. And as a matter of fact, they are even immersed into content creation at a young age. Honestly, it's really spoiled and entitled to me. I guess parents have no other choice. I just wonder how people born from Generation Alpha would look back at their childhood once they grew older. If they regret all the makeup and unnecessary objects they bought that just take up space. Hey, there's a difference between a luxury and a need after all, so that's that. This may seem like a far stretch. Allow me to connect everything together. Younger generations have all the resources available to them, and their access is free. It is now up to their parents to teach their children everything at a young age, as well as growing them responsibly with the right supervision. As society progresses, so do habits, practices, and traditions. Our world right now is highly reliant on technology, and so parents must teach their children about etiquette, while at the same time integrating new habits with the old traditions. There is hope for the younger generations to be heralds of change in today's age, as long as they are grown responsibly. We have all the resources and tools for us to use. So why shy away from them, right? Advocacy starts from awareness and interest, and it is now completely up to us as to how we can persuade the older generations to hopefully change their minds and help us in developing safe spaces while fostering open collaboration. Honestly, what is progress when mentalities and stereotypes combine? Nothing. Stagnation. Possibly underdevelopment? Who really knows? How can society move when we keep on bringing down and crucifying people, particularly scientists, environmentalists, and younger generations? Ask yourself that and reflect on the current situation with what is happening both around the world and those in authority. Being technologically advanced is the way of the future, so might as well embrace it. Gone are the old school practices. It's high time to integrate new ways of living, use that would benefit and not harm us. I believe it is safe to say that we should all be environmentalists or scientists, but regardless, the only ones capable of bringing us down are those who are close minded and would otherwise go against our ideas, or they do not know what they preach. We can teach them what is best and right for everyone's welfare. The world is cruel. It doesn't have to be ugly. Well, that does it for me. See you all in 2030, and hopefully you're still alive by that time. But more importantly, this world would be a much better place to live